Hey everybody, and welcome to the Blazer Brief. I'm Brandon Green.
And I'm Sylvia. Over 1 million people gathered in Washington, D.C. this past Saturday for the March for Our Lives protest. The march was organized in response to the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in February. Youth organizers and speakers called for an end to gun violence in our schools and on our streets. Our very own Maya Douglas was on the scene.
A group of Hood College students joined the 1.2 million protesters at March for Our Lives in Washington, D.C. this past weekend. The march was initiated by the students affected by the Parkland High shooting.
Students are really the heart of this movement. We need young people to vote. We need young people out there in the streets getting people amped up about this issue, and young people are the future, and that's what's going to change this country.
I think that congressmen are going to be really scared. I think that legislators are like, wow, they're actually mean business. I feel like a lot of times millennials don't get taken seriously because they think that we're too young, but in reality, we have a lot to offer. Even the students that were there that were like 11 years old, they inspired me.
Participants of the march hope that their actions will inspire gun reform legislation.
The future's in good hands.
Great coverage, Maya. This past weekend's march was one of the largest youth protests since the Vietnam War. There were an estimated 800 corresponding marches across the United States on Saturday and many others around the world. If you'd like to learn more about the March for Our Lives movement, make sure to visit their website at marchforourlives.com.
If you've been on campus recently, you obviously noticed that there's a strange portal has appeared outside of Copeland's Hall. And I'm not talking about something out of a video game. In what looks like an unamusing gold shipping container, people from around the world are connecting to Hood and having conversations from healthcare to educational techniques, and it's all thanks to the software Zoom technology by Shared Studios. Our very own field reporter Peggy Trujillo was there to bring you the story.
Yes, ma'am. The Hood College community has been connecting with people all over the world thanks to the portal, a gold storage container that brings more than just tangible goods.
We hope to basically help bring a lot of the outside world to the college. We know that a lot of our students might not ever have the chance to perhaps study abroad or even get to travel outside of the United States. So we think that hopefully this helps to internationalize our campus a little bit more. I can talk to students, till I'm blue in the face about refugee issues around the world, but for them to actually interface and interact with refugees, in Germany like they're doing right now in the portal, that's obviously going to probably have a lot more impact on them than me talking about it solely in the classroom environment.
Kenneth Williams, a communications major at Hood, appreciated the chance to meet new people.
Oh yeah, it's a real cool experience, it's rare you get to talk to people from different areas in the moment, unless you know the person beforehand. So it's a nice experience to get to know and meet new people.
During open sessions, topics range from art and music to religion and politics. However, instructors are also using the portal to allow students to talk openly about specific topics. For example, Janice Judson will bring her Great Political Trials class into the portal to talk to people in the legal system in Rwanda.
I hope they simply get a sense of that the dialogue that we're having in class is a dialogue across countries, across nations, and that for us to change really politically, we have to have a discourse with many communities, including that outside of our country.
Anyone, including the Frederick community outside of campus, can participate in the open sessions. The last open session will be April 6th from 6 to 7 p.m. to Mexico City, Mexico. Reporting for Hood College Broadcasting, I'm Peggy Trujillo.
The next open sessions are on April 5th from 1 until 2 p.m. with a connection to Kigali and Rwanda, and on April 6th from noon to 1 p.m. with a connection to Erbil and Iraq. If you would like to connect with people from different cultures around the world, make sure to visit.
Brandon, what's your worst nightmare?
My worst nightmare, Tim, is to live in a world where Kobe Bean Bryant isn't the greatest basketball player ever.
Bean?
Bean, middle name.
Well, reality can really be a nightmare sometimes, but for me and others, it's knowing that how soon we graduate and knowing that we have to get real jobs. Last week's career and internship fair helped to quell these fears in some students, and as always, Hood College Broadcasting was there to bring you the story.
My main purpose is to try to find an internship this summer so I can get the experience I need for next year and upcoming future.
This is our 4th year doing the event. This is our 2nd year doing it in the BBT Arena, which has allowed us to invite more than double our capacity in the Commons. It gives them an opportunity to meet different employers, for not only internships and job positions, but it also gives them a chance to network and find out more about different companies.
We have a few internships that are available, internship opportunities, internship to hire opportunities, and we're also, as we grow, we're implementing an internship program, so we're just trying to get our name out there a little bit more with the local universities and colleges.
My dream job is to work in the financial department for either a sports company or a music company. There's not anything specific towards to that really here, but it's just really helping me talk to people and get my name out there and get my resume out there.
Basically, as long as you're professional, good communication, as folks walk through, having your resume ready for us is excellent. It's something we can take back and review with our teams, and just being engaged, asking questions.
From this, I hope to gain some networking to talk about people for, like I said, potential future internships, and learn about what I need in order to get myself out there, in order to get a job.
I think it's a great chance to for students just to expand and get another opportunity to meet employers in one location. It gives us a chance to build relationships with them so that they think of Hood when they're looking to hire students.
Hopefully everybody's feeling a little bit better about their future after the career fair. But on Tuesday, Hood played host to Tom Hall, a radio talk show host for WYPR in Baltimore. Hall broadcast his daily show midday from the Hodson Auditorium in Rosenstock Hall in front of a live audience of Hood students, faculties, and members of the Frederick community. Our very own Tim Jacobson was there to document the discussion.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom Hall. Welcome to a special edition of Midday, live from Hood College.
On Tuesday, March 27th, Tom Hall brought his wildly popular midday radio show to Hood College for a live broadcast from Hodson Auditorium.
College, our topic today, Frederick at the Crossroads. Frederick was founded in 1748 at the crossroads of a major north-south Native American trail and the east-west route from the Chesapeake Bay across the Appalachian Mountains to the Ohio River Valley.
A mainstay of local Maryland NPR news station WYPR, Midday is an hour-long talk show that delves into a wide range of political and social topics that center on Maryland's communities and the state at large. Before a crowd of over 50 students, faculty, staff, as well as members of the Frederick community, Tom welcomed local politicians Frederick Mayor Michael O'Connor and Frederick County Executive Jan Garner to step in front of his microphones, along with Hood College President Andrea Chapdelaine.
One of the reasons it's a great college is because it is located here in Frederick. Frederick is a wonderful, wonderful town that for 125 years, this town and this county have supported the college in numerous ways. And if you look at the history of this community and you look at the history of Hood, they are constantly overlapping.
The four spent the first part of the program talking about the transformation of Frederick County from sleepy agriculture community to vibrant hub of arts and culture, its future, and what role Hood College will play in that future.
Oh, this was fantastic. It's always great when the city of Frederick and Frederick County can get the spotlight from the region on it, and to have Hood College be able to host this and provide an opportunity for folks around the region to know a little bit more about this community, to hear what we're trying to do from a government perspective, I think it's fantastic. Well, I think it's really important. I said it on stage that this notion of a full-service community having a four-year college, a high-quality four-year college is really important to being able to live that reality. We also know that the relationship between Hood students and Frederick is really important.
To wrap up the show, Tom invited Hood College professor Terry Ann Scott and Hood College senior Raymond Clay to the stage to discuss Project Pilgrimage, a summer enrichment program that takes participating students on a road trip style tour of prominent civil rights landmarks in several southern states.
So each pilgrimage has approximately 40 individuals, 2 spots allotted for Hood College students. We were able to take 3 in the fall because they had such a tough time deciding among the incredible applicants from this college. So that really speaks volumes about the quality of student that we have here at Hood College.
Oh, it was a great experience. It was my first time being on live radio, so it was something new for me. Well, this pilgrimage project is basically a tour through the South. You get to visit historical sites, learn about historical figures that aren't taught in high school, Bob Zellner, Dr. Lafayette, You get to visit the Equal Justice Initiative, and you basically learn about the Equal Justice Initiative and the programs they offer and the stuff they do for the community and the civil rights. So there's a lot that you learn on this trip, actually.
You can find Midday weekdays at noon on your radio dial at 88.1 FM. You can download the app for your smartphone, or you can stream broadcasts from your computer. If you would like to listen to Tuesday's broadcast, go to www.wypr.org.
Thanks, Professor Jacobson. Project Pilgrimage sounds very interesting. Now, Tim, I heard you got a chance to sit down with Tom in this very studio.
That's right, Brandon. Tom joined me to discuss his career in radio and about the future of podcast-style journalism. To watch this exclusive interview, go to the Hood College Broadcasting Vimeo page or follow the link on my Twitter page and maybe follow me while you're there. Well, Brandon, looks like we've come to the end of another edition of the Blazer Brief. Great sitting next to you again, and thanks to everyone behind the scenes for all their hard work in producing the show. They always do a stand-up job. For all of us here at Hood College Broadcasting, this has been another edition of the Blazer Brief, and as always, I'm Tim Sylvia.
And I'm Brandon Green. Make sure you guys have a great rest of the week.